Good morning, everyone. We will begin the morning service of the Miroku Association headquarters, asking God and Meishu-sama for protection and the permission to participate today in the divine plan of constructing a paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito prayer of heaven, followed by the Miroku prayer. Please stand. Amaharani Kamsumarimasu Kamurogi Kamuromi no Mikoto Mochite Sumemi Oya Kamuizana Gino Mikoto Tsukushi no Imuka no Tachi Hanano Odo no Ahagi Halani Misogi Harai Tamo Toki ni Narimaseru Harai dono o kamitachi moro moro no magagoto tsumike gai o harai tamae kiyome tamae toma o sukoto no yoshi o amatsu kami kuni tsukami ya o yorozu no kamitachi tomo ni amen no fuchi koma no mimi burita tete kikoshi meseto kashiko mikashiko mimo maosu Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae Oshie mi oyanushi no kami mamori tamae saki hae tamae Oshie mi oyanushi no kami mamori tamae saki hae tamae Kam nagara tamachi haemase. Kam nagara tamachi haemase. Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized, with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great will. Please be seated. We will now receive group Johrei.
Meishu-sama, please.
Johrei is now concluded. We will now listen to a reading from Meishu-sama's teachings. Turning to God. Now that I am enveloped in God's great light, I am no longer disturbed by the turbulent storms that rage in the world around me. We may be surprised to find the very fate that others experienced yesterday becoming the fate that we ourselves must face today. For such is the way of life. We cannot see the distortion caused by dark forces until it is clearly reflected in God's mirror. For those who lack faith in God, spiritual clouds are removed through suffering. For those who have faith, they are more easily released through God's grace. This grace is God's lifeline to salvation, which God sends to all who are suffering. Some fail to understand it. It is there, or are not able to grab it and reach salvation due to the weight of the spiritual clouds on their spiritual bodies. However, when they later experience suffering through such things as disease, accidents, or natural disasters, these clouds are lessened. As one's spiritual body becomes lighter, the ability to access this lifeline increases. However, if a person cannot grab onto God's lifeline to salvation, even after hearing a wonderful teaching, then that person's clouds must still be further reduced by some means. Even if you could force someone to grab the lifeline, they would let go or lose their grip. However, if a person receives Johrei, sufficient purification to find a hold onto this lifeline to salvation can be easily and quickly achieved.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining this Miroku Association headquarters morning service and for joining us in prayer for world peace. This morning, I want to share with you the faith experience of Francisca da Conceição Gomes de Oliveira Souza. She's from the Aracoiaba Johrei Center in Ceará, Brazil. Francisca became acquainted with our church at a very difficult time in her life. She had been battling powerful depression for some 4 years. She didn't want to talk to anyone, felt discouraged, and was essentially afraid of everything. Seeing Francisca's suffering, her sister, who was a regular visitor of a Johrei center, invited her to the home of a Johrei friend for Johrei gatherings on Mondays. The first Johrei gathering Francisca attended was in January of 2020. She received Johrei from 4 people, listened to the reading of a teaching, and joined in the prayers. She returned home feeling quite well and relieved of her struggles. Subsequently, Francisca has regularly participated in the Johrei gatherings on Mondays. On other days of the week, she was able to receive Johrei from her brother-in-law, who lives close to her. After approximately 3 months, Francisca recognized significant improvements in her life. She could sleep better, had lost her sense of fear, and wanted to go out and engage with other people. Although she had experienced the benefits of Johrei, she had not yet awakened to actively participate in the divine work. It was around this time that Francisca's niece began to experience purification marked by depression and panic attacks. Seeing her suffering, Francisca realized how grateful she herself needed to be to Meishu-sama for the recovery she had experienced through the miracles of Johrei. Thus, she decided to commit to serving God and humanity by dedicating herself to the channeling of divine light to others. Francisca took the membership course together with her sister, and they were both blessed to receive the sacred focal point of Hikari in December of 2021. Francisca began to channel Johrei to her children and niece, besides attending Johrei home gatherings. Within a short period of time, her niece's depression and panic attacks had subsided, and she too awakened to our faith and has since also joined our church. Francisca has completely overcome her own depression and is every day feeling happier due to her participation, dedication, and service in the divine work. Francisca is thankful to God and Meishu-sama for all the transformative blessings she has received. She is also thankful to her sister, that she was the vehicle who guided her to this path of salvation. Francisca's commitment is to serve in the construction of paradise on earth, channeling the light of God to a larger number of people so that, like her, they too can become happy. Thank you very much for attending this Johrei Center, for listening to this faith experience. Tomorrow is our monthly appreciation service at 11 a.m. Please join us online or in person. Thank you very much.
This brings to a conclusion our morning service. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We wish you a very blessed day.